What's going on? Welcome back to Drinking Games. I'm here as always with James. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How's it going?
It's going great, man. Going great. I got that.
Cheers.
Cheers. Awesome. I got that sweet platinum trophy on Days Gone today, man.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
I felt
I
like
thought it
it
would.
took a while, man. But
I actually think you fucking knocked it out pretty quick, dude.
yeah, well, I think part of the reason is because I wasn't like trying to like critical path it when I was playing the
Hmm.
main game. I was like doing all the side shit. Every time I ran into an ambush camp or like a Nero checkpoint, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and knock
You'll
that
just
out
get it
now.
out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So by the time I beat the game, I didn't really have that many trophies that I had to go for. There was like
that's awesome.
5 or 6 trophies, and then like the other couple that I had to do, I was only like a few things away from actually doing. So
Well, because you were doing it the whole time during the game.
yeah, pretty much. So
That's cool.
it was the easy play. It compared to uh Metal,
Excuse me.
Metal Gear Solid 5, which was the last platinum that I tried to get. This is a very easy platinum because Metal Gear Solid 5 took me like 200 hours, excuse me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I dug it though. It's great.
So
I'm
yeah,
still
overall experience.
overall experience on Days Gone. I probably enjoy it more than other people do. I feel like part of that reason is like there's that stealth. Like you can stealth through the game quite a bit. Besides fighting hordes.
Yeah,
Obviously, fighting hordes, you gotta fucking fuck them up. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, I have an auto shotgun and a or light machine gun that pretty much tear through hordes pretty easily now.
That's awesome.
So yeah, uh,
Like they're just coming at you, and you're just fucking blasting
blah,
away,
blah,
just
blah, blah, blah,
and they're
blah.
just falling over each other.
Yeah, man, and it's
Oh, it's
great.
pretty cool.
The game, you have Molotovs, and then a little bit later in the game, you have like pretty much super Molotovs at one point. Like
It's like a big jug,
yeah, it's a big
basically.
jug, and it has like napalm in it instead of just like
Oh,
regular.
tight.
So like, yeah, but like the whole setup I have right now, I rarely have to use those big Molotovs against a horde. Like I can just tear them.
What about your bike and stuff?
My bike I have pretty much fully upgraded. I got it. It's green, and it has like this old school World War II like fighter jet symbol on the side of it
Oh,
that I thought
okay.
was pretty
Okay.
cool. You know what I mean?
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got like all the best upgrades for it. The best engine upgrade, the fuel tank. Like I don't hardly ever have to worry about fuel. Like I
That seems like it would have been a pain in the ass.
what's that? The fuel tank?
Yeah, and then you not being able to like carry fuel on you.
Yeah, yeah, but the game actually has a lot of places you can find fuel at. So I never really saw that big of a deal of it. It was just like near the beginning of the game, it's like, all right,
Kind
I
of
gotta
annoying.
hurry up and get to this place where I know there's a fuel can, or I know, there's gas
You can't
stations
really
still in the
explore.
world, and you can, so it's like, I know I gotta go over here, but I gotta go over here first, to get the fuel
Yeah.
before I can go over there. And then obviously once you upgrade your fuel tank all the way up, it's like I don't give a fuck. I can go here. Especially in the late game, like uh, each camp has their own credit system, their own money. But like in the
Okay.
late game where you're like you've done everything for the camps, and then you're doing all the side shit, and you also get
Do
money
they
for
just
the
pretty
side
much give
shit,
you it?
and it's like
It's
Bro,
kind of
like I have
free.
so much money that I can just go to a camp and then buy fuel if I have to. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, the hordes are not a part of any trophies. Like, you don't have to kill all the hordes to get a trophy.
Now
So
there's a certain amount of hordes in the world, like just roaming.
there's a
That's
certain
what you're
amount
saying?
they want you to get, but then I've also ran into ones that aren't on the map at all. So there are
Huh.
like random hordes as well as ones that they're trying to get you to take off the map.
But why even do them if there's no reward?
I don't know if there is. Uh,
Oh, okay.
there might be like a secret cutscene or something for all I know. But another thing I want
Yeah.
to do is
Okay.
there's this stuff. There was this article. I think it was on Games Radar. I think that might have been the site. They pretty much were like, "Yo, we've seen all the Easter eggs, and Days Gone is pretty much a post-apocalyptic Siphon Filter game," which makes sense because
Yeah, I saw you talking about that. I think that's
Sony
cool.
Ben made Siphon Filter, and this is pretty much, the result of the good guys not winning.
Losing.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Siphon Filter a lot of the time is about stopping a chemical attack. And
Yeah.
apparently, like, this is one of the attacks that just didn't get stopped. You know what I mean? Which is pretty cool. But there's a little Easter egg you can unlock if you collect all the Nero tech. It's actually called ICPA tech or whatever. If you collect all that, then you unlock the taser from the original Siphon Filter. And
Huh.
it's the taser that if you hold down on the enemy for too long, they catch on fire. It was like
Yeah.
something all of people around my age did in Siphon Filter just to have fun. We were like, "Oh, tase the guy until he catches on fire," and the guy's like, "Oh," you know what I mean? Like it was just a little funny thing, and they have that on there, so I do want to go back and get that just to see how it looks, and also
That's cool.
I kind of do want to kill all the hordes
Get all
and
the
see what
hordes.
happens. So I'm still, even though I platinum bid, I'm still going back into it and
That's cool.
seeing it for sure. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I feel like the more I played it, the more I liked it. It looks like a lot of people. Well, I don't want to say a lot of people, but it looks like the game's doing fine.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like people really don't care what the reviews were.
Yeah.
Seems like people are having fun with it.
I posted an article in the chat, which apparently this game has already surpassed in Japan, mind you, uh, the God of War sales, Lifetime, and what was the other game? It was God of War and something else. It might have been Horizon sales in Japan already. Lifetime. Those two games,
Oh,
Lifetime sales. It's
I don't
already
know.
surpassed
I
that.
mean,
That's pretty freaking good. But also Japan is a different market. They look for different games.
right?
Maybe God of War wasn't a game that Japan was really looking forward to. You know what I mean? Like, you have stuff like
And
that.
this game was, I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
That is crazy. And it's also topped the UK charts for the last 3 weeks, which is pretty good
Huh.
too. So it looks like it's doing good. And I don't see Bend going anywhere. I don't see this, even though it was buggy at first, a lot of the bugs have been fixed. It still has some performance issues every once in a while. But a lot of the stuff that even when I first started playing it got fixed by the end of the, time that I played with it, which is good. But it doesn't look like that really hurt it. And sales wise, I don't see Sony, putting them up on the
Oh
chopping
no.
block. I think
No, of course not. It's one of their major studios too. So
it seems like this game also has huge potential for a sequel, and
Yeah,
people
it's
want to
the
say this game.
Assassin's Creed effect.
Yeah, people want to say this game took like 8 years to make. Not really. Like Sony Bend was working on like several projects that they eventually scrapped and made this game. It's probably closer to around 4 or 5 years they made this game. And now that they got, the framework down, they can make a Days Gone 2 a lot faster, I imagine.
Oh yeah, and for the new consoles probably for sure.
Yeah.
Like no doubt about it.
But yeah, I had a good time. I would say, I would say, it's a must play for people who like the first party Sony games. For other people who aren't like running out the door for first party Sony games, wait for a sale. That's fine. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, me personally, I would wait for a sale. Um, but I don't, I'm not I'm not really playing too many games at the moment.
right, right.
I already got like a huge backlog I have to deal with anyway.
It just keeps getting bigger and bigger because too many
Right?
fucking games come out, man. Too many damn games come out. But you have played what, about an hour and a half of Rage 2? I want to hear about that, buddy.
Uh yeah, so this game it's like I said, it's like Wolfenstein and fucking Doom and Far Cry, kind of. Not really though, because it's not. I don't find myself stealthing through shit like the few outposts that I have done already. Like it's kind of like the Doom pace of combat, like very high paced, and I don't know. It's cool. Like the story's over the top so far and like hilarious. There's like this dude who's like a robot, but he has like a human head, and like he's some fucking evil general. And like one point he fucking like kills 3 people like just by hitting them, knocking their heads off with a gun, right?
Oh, wow.
Pushes one down and then steps on him, and I'm like, oh dude, this game is insane. Like, what is going on here? It's just so over the top, like with the violence, dude. I'm like shaking my head but laughing at the same time. Like, how are they doing this?
Would you say, you know, uh, is it kind of like a more violent Borderlands kind of deal? Would you compare it sort of
No,
to
because
Borderlands, or not really?
there's no loot really.
Oh, it's not like a
Uh,
loot shoot. Okay.
so far it's more like Doom, as in like the combat, and then like the weapons. You get like a certain. So far, I've only got like a pistol that I have one kind of pistol, one kind of assault rifle, and then I just got a shotgun, right? But like, so I kind of finished a tutorial. I finished this like the first big mission, and it's funny because I'm sitting there and like you go down in the sewer. Spoilers for the very first like mission you do, and there's like a mutant infestation in the sewers. But once you start getting deeper and deeper, there's like guts like fucking coming down, and like it straight looks like Doom.
Okay.
So
I can
like
dig
it's
it.
cool. Like and
Oh,
like
yeah.
you put on this suit like you're almost like the Marine, like you're a fucking badass, right? And you just go around killing fools. Um, and I find like the character models to be pretty cool. Like I'm playing, and then all of a sudden I see all these grenades, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's these fucking guys that have bats. And I'm watching them throw grenades in the air and then hit them with the bats at me.
That's
And I'm like,
awesome,
oh
dude.
shit, dude. Yeah, right. That's cool. And then I'm looking through the upgrades, and then there's an upgrade where you can like melee the fucking thing back at them. So
Oh, that's
like,
dope.
yeah, I'm like, oh man, this game has very like, it has some potential to be fun. You know, um,
Yeah.
I can see the Far Cry-ness in it, but it's not as sneaky as like a Far Cry. You just go in there and just start like fucking breaking people in half. It's 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 pretty intense.
That's awesome, dude. It sounds like something
Yeah.
I definitely want to get into.
The only bad part about it, right, is that the when you're doing like a main mission, you can tell that they specifically made that for that part because
Mm,
it looks so much better than if you're out in the world walking around. I mean, when you're driving, it looks fucking awesome, right? But then if you jump out of your car and you go into like a hub world, some of it looks like muddy. Some of the textures look kind of like, come on, like
right.
and that's on the Xbox One X even. Like I like the 60 frames per second. I think is what because it looks smooth as fuck when you're playing. Like it's amazing, but I think they give up some of the graphical integrity when you're out in the open world, which sucks.
Yeah, which sucks, but it's a reality for certain games for sure.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But like I said, like the main parts, they look fucking awesome, dude. And especially because it is 60 frames a second, it just is like so clean when you're just, looking around up and down and shit.
Oh yeah.
But
Sounds like a pretty
yeah, I
fun
mean,
game though, dude.
yeah, I can't wait to get back into it. I'm sure the next time we talk, I'll have a lot more to say.
Yeah. And you're red
So
boxing it, right?
yeah, I got like a coupon, and then they did like a rent it for 3 days for $7. So I got it for 3 days for $3 after the coupon.
It's not bad. I rarely rent games, but I do have a red box like right down the road from me. I should probably, try it out, see, and maybe I'll
Yeah,
grab Rage 2 and the next time we do an episode, I'll have some thoughts on it for sure.
yeah, you just gotta like I don't know. I use it if I'm really interested in a game and I want to play it. I'll do the 3 days because usually I have a coupon for like 2 to $3 off.
Right.
So, I mean, you know, $3 to $5 for 3 days isn't too bad.
No, that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, for sure. And you can definitely, after 3 days, realize if you
Know if
like
you
that
like it or
game
not.
or not like it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been doing that like if I don't have the kids, because then I have some time to play some stuff actually.
Cool. Cool.
So
Rage
then,
2.
yeah, that and just Overwatch, man. Just really fucking sucking it up lately. It's really sad, dude. I almost fucking quit.
Oh, man. I was just telling people about our chat about the new update for Firewall, and it's been
Yeah.
probably a good month since I've logged into Firewall. So I'm like, I'll probably jump in tomorrow and play some, but I'm like scared like everybody got way better since then. And I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
probably.
like,
I mean, if they're
or
still
my
playing.
ability is going to suck. So, because I was playing a different game, you know what I mean? And you know how you get used to playing
Yeah.
one game and then you go to play another game and it's almost like you
Yeah.
have to fucking relearn it. Like Horizon Zero Dawn, I feel like I'll never remember how to play that game because I've played 100 games since then. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah,
like
definitely.
I bought the DLC of that game. I went into it. I was like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, and backed the fuck out and never even tried to play it again.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking
Yeah.
Splinter Cell might be getting a sequel, or well, this would be more than they've had several sequels, obviously, but a new game, I should say. But because developer kind of spilled the beans, but then now Ubisoft is doing a little bit of damage control, and they're saying, "Oh, that guy was totally joking." I don't know. Maybe he was
Right? Yeah,
joking.
right.
Maybe he wasn't
Come on.
joking. I'm hoping in E3.
E3's coming up.
I'm hoping at E3 we see a new Splinter Cell game. I think it's more than time. The last Splinter Cell came out in 2013. That was Splinter Cell Blacklist, and we haven't seen.
I don't know. I didn't really. I don't know. That one was.
It was
Alright, I
okay.
guess.
It came out right before all the new consoles came out, so it kind of got swept under the rug a little bit.
Yeah.
I bought it
They-
around the time that it came out, and then I got my PS4 like right afterwards. So I never even finished Blacklist.
They had it for free. For Games with Gold a while back, and I swooped it up.
I believe it.
But and you know what? They just had a 4K update for all the Splinter Cells. So
That's on Xbox.
maybe that is
Not on my PS4.
maybe that is saying something about them making a new one if they're updating the old ones. Like,
I hope so, just because like 2015 and Metal Gear Solid 5 was the last big stealth game, AAA stealth game we got.
And
maybe there's
I would
been
like to see-
little smaller shit that's came out. I'm sure people have their favorites that have came out since, but that was the last big AAA stealth game. You know what I mean? So
I would like to
have
see like an open world, like a true open world stealth game. Like Metal Gear was kind of like that, but it was like more like big sections. It was like a big level, not like a whole world. Like
you had Afghanistan and you had Africa, and those were
they were
big
but
maps. But you
come on, I want like
yeah,
I want like a true open world experience. Splinter Cell.
That would be dope. I liked where, kind of where the setup was going with Blacklist, but it was still level based. You know, you had your little hub world thing, and then you went on to a mission, and then you did that mission, and then you came back to the hub world. If they just streamline that into an open world,
that'd be great.
Where you could choose your mission, kind of like how Metal Gear kind of did, but you could only but seamless.
Yeah, seamlessly. Yeah.
For sure. I would, and the way that Ubisoft has pivoted since Blacklist came out, I'm sure that's the game that they would make. Because they're all about those open world
immersive gameplay shit. Yeah.
So
all the fucking hook lines.
I'm sure, if Splinter Cell is to exist, in 2019 or 2020, whenever they want to release it, it's going to be an open world game where there's 1,000 things to do on the map, because that's just what they do now, pretty much.
Yeah, that's her thing.
And they have exceptions. They have their online games. Like, what's up with Skull and Bones? Now that I think about it, that's that ship combat game that they got going on. I thought that game was supposed to come out last year. Wasn't it?
I don't know. I was like so not interested in that fucking game. I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah, they were like, yo, remember what was that? Assassin's Creed Black Flag? Well, how about we just do that, but just boats? And people were like, this isn't really what we were talking about. Like, how about just a pirate game where we do pirate shit that, we can get off the boat too,
Yeah.
But they just like leaned heavy into the boat shit. I don't know what's going on with that game. I thought it was
I don't think it would sell.
Maybe they've
honestly.
thrown it back into the oven and they're working on it some more, trying to figure out what else they want to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but that open world Splinter Cell is what I want, man. That's
Yeah.
That's what
Man,
I'm hoping for.
I hope, speaking of Ubisoft, I hope I like whatever they're doing with Beyond Good and Evil 2. I still don't understand
Don't even
what.
think about that game. Just
Oh,
don't even
man.
think about it, dude. Just hurt yourself thinking about it.
I know. I really do.
How many
because
times do you think it's going to get delayed?
I don't think I'll see that game until
Next gen.
2024.
It's going to be next gen.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way. Like, every time they show anything from that game, it's super early. Like, they're like,
Yeah,
oh, look
there's
at this.
nothing.
And it's like, they're showing this giant fucking planet that they're on, but there's nothing on the planet. And they're like flying around and shit. And it's like, okay, you still got a long fucking time. And you're talking about going to different planets and this giant fucking solar system. You guys got
Sounds
like fucking
familiar.
5 years from now. Oh god, Mass Effect and Andromeda shit, where they cut that shit down to 3 planets, and then
and No Man's Sky shit.
Oh yeah, No Man's Sky. That was another bad one. They've kind of like came back.
They should have just waited until now to release it.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably should have. They probably literally should have waited until the VR shit was ready before they released it, because like everybody was like, No Man's Sky was announced. Then like they were showing off what was Project Morpheus, which ended up being PSVR. They're like, well, this game looks like an easy contender to be a Project Morpheus game. So they were all expecting it to be a VR game. And now here it is like 3 years later, and it's finally going to be a VR game. And I think that's going to make that game 10 times better than what it is.
So much better, yeah.
Yeah, just because VR makes games like that, which are like games that are around the 6 or 7 range, when you're in the VR space, make it like a
it makes them so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, it's because you're in that space, and it's amazing. And that's what's going to happen with this game. And I guarantee you, if PSVR owners don't already have the game, like there's going to be a huge spike in sales, like for sure. I already have the game.
Yeah, same here. I mean, you could get it for pretty cheap at one point, so.
Yeah.
I think it was like $5 at Target.
I'm definitely stoked with that. I guess we should talk about that showcase that happened. What do they call it? State of Play. That's what they call it. I keep on forgetting. PlayStation's Nintendo Direct.
I ended up not even watching at all.
It wasn't a long one. It was only like a little over 10 minutes long.
I know they said something about Final Fantasy, and the Predator thing looks fucking tight. I want to go back and play. You have Friday the 13th, right?
Yeah, man. Totally.
Yeah, let's go back and fucking play some of that, dude.
I would definitely do that. We should definitely like stream that.
That's a fun game.
For sure, it is a fun game.
I wonder if anybody still plays that.
The last time I tried, it was kind of hard to find players, man. And that was like maybe a month or 2 after they had it free on PlayStation Plus. Like PlayStation Plus, like when it first came out on PlayStation Plus, everybody was on that game. And then I don't know.
Yeah, we were getting some good ass games.
Probably because of how buggy that game was, people just pieced the fuck out. You know what I mean? Because it's not
fun though.
It is fun, but it's not a perfect game at all.
Oh hell no!
But it is a fun game, especially if you're Jason and you're like me and can play every motherfucker.
And it's
am
hilarious.
real good as being Jason at that game.
I even like talking shit to Jason. Like, it's so fun.
I like
like
talking shit to Jason, and I also like being Jason and talking shit to the campers because they'll be like,
right. Hey, I'm
"Oh
gonna
shit,
come
he's
get
coming,
you.
he's coming." It's like, yeah, man, I'm fucking coming for your ass. And sometimes they'll be like, "Don't kill me, man. I'll help you out." It's like, no, dude.
Nah,
Like
you're dead,
sometimes,
son.
yeah, sometimes people will try to barter deals with you in that game. Be like, "I'll show you where everybody else is at if you
Nah,
just
fuck
let me
that.
live." And it's like, no, dude, I'm already gonna kill everybody else anyways. Fuck you, dude. They're like, "Oh man, come on!" While you're like fucking stabbing them in the head with a pickaxe. It's like,
Yeah, that game is totally fun.
it is. It's great. So to
I bought
see,
it for both fucking PS4 and Xbox, dude.
that's cool, man. So to see that team make pretty much the same game, but with Predator,
Predator? Ooh.
but with Sony money, like they have Sony
Right?
backing them. That game is going to be
And
a
their license
lot
won't
more
get
polished.
fucking yanked from them.
That too, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way
That's
Sony
why
would
they
let that
can't
happen.
do any more work on Friday the 13th, is because their
Yeah,
license got fucking taken away.
yeah, and that whole
Lawsuit with
fucking
the guy,
lawsuit with the fucking guy who wrote the first Friday the 13th
right?
movie. He's now like saying he owns all this shit. I think eventually that will probably be handled, but the guys who are working on Friday the 13th now aren't gonna fucking make anything new. They're just like
Yeah.
keeping the servers up and fixing bugs at this point. You know what I mean?
Well,
They
they're
even
making
got,
Predator.
well, those guys are now. They got a new development team on Friday the 13th. They're called like
Oh, they do.
Black Rock
It's not
Studios
Ilphonic?
or something like that. Yeah, Elphonic moved on. They got
Okay.
some other guys working on the game now.
I actually seen somebody streaming it the other day, and I was watching him, and I was like, dude, this game is fucking rad. And I wonder if it's
It
because
is.
of that Predator announcement.
It's possible.
I'm pretty sure that shit still says Ilphonic when you load it up.
Oh, I'm sure it does, but now they have. I'll let you
It'll
know.
probably say the other studio too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this better because you're gonna have, it looks like 4 people and 1 predator, and you're actually gonna be able to fight back. So the predator's gonna have to be like smart.
Yeah. Dude, and like the Predator, this game works so well with the Predator like it does with Jason because the Predator has crazy ass shit it can do too. It can turn
Right?
completely invisible. You know,
It
it
has a
can,
little laser fucking beam,
yeah, dude.
the 3 dot laser beam on its shoulder. Like,
Yeah, that's just gonna be scary. Like if you see that shit,
I wonder
it's gonna
what
be like,
predator. I wonder if you can be like you can be Predator from Predator 2. Do they gotta have like, you could be Arnold Schwarzenegger?
oh yeah,
Like, they
the
better have
characters
like
that they could use.
lookalikes, or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's gotta be DLC, man. Like, oh, you can be Danny Glover from Predator 2. Like, that'd be fucking tight, dude.
Oh yeah, that
Or
would be.
like a city level.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, the city level. Yeah, that would be awesome, dude.
Right?
I was just looking this
You know,
up.
it doesn't have to be pertain to the jungle all the time. Like, they got to get creative with that shit.
Oh, maybe it wasn't BlackRock. It's a different studio now, though. Ilphonic moved on. They were like, "Yo, like if we can't make new stuff," they left,
Yeah,
and
fuck it.
Gun Media got somebody else to do bug fixes, and well, that's pretty much all they can do is bug fixes right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gun Media is a very small publisher, so like from IllFonic going from that to
Sony.
yeah, they're going to have all the money they need to make an awesome Predator game, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can see them getting creative because like the stuff that they did with the Friday the 13th game was like super cool, creative, like how Jason would move about and how he would get his powers throughout the game, you know?
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't just start out with all of them. You'd have to like kind of build them up,
Yeah,
until you become this fucking insane like killing machine.
Bro, and all the different kills they have in that game.
Right?
Like, dude.
Some of my favorite shit is like when people were like trying to bounce out in the car and then you teleport like into the front of the car and then it just boom and then they're like no and you fucking gotta chase them around the car and then sometimes they'll fucking get your ass and then bone out. Like, dude, that game is fucking fun.
Yeah, that game is. We should definitely stream that game.
That game is like some good ass times. Like if you can get a fucking game going, like
yeah. Me and my cousin tried to play it whenever it was on PS Plus, but he just didn't understand how the game worked. I was like, dude.
Yeah. It takes a couple of times getting used to it, and then you're already playing with people who know how to play.
Yeah, because everybody playing now, anybody who's still playing that game is a pro at playing that game for sure.
Right.
Like you don't really get many.
Like you already know what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, that game's great. What else did we have in that showcase? Medieval was shown for like 3 minutes. And that was a thing that they were like kind of saying they were showcasing. And then it was like, oh yeah, you gave it a whole 3 minutes. But that game does not look good right now. It does not.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Like I never played the original, and I never played the PSP like remake that they made a while back ago. So
yeah, it doesn't carry any like. I don't have any nostalgia for that game.
It's interesting because I want to say it's like Shuhei had his hand at making the original game. Shuhei Yoshida himself.
But, really? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not going to say that's 100% the truth, but it just didn't look that great. They opened with the Monster Hunter World fucking big expansion they're doing, which looks cool if you like Monster Hunter World. But even before that
that Monster Hunter just, if you have Game Pass, it just became available this month for free.
That's dope.
If you have Game Pass for Monster Hunter, so
I will probably check that out, and if I like the game enough, maybe I'll buy the expansion. Yeah. That's how they.
Yeah, I played it for a little.
That's how Game Pass really makes their money. It's like, well, they make their money, but then like, you get the base game, but then oh, now I got to get the DLC if you like.
Right.
And like.
Right, and then I got to keep paying for this or buy the game.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But even before Monster Hunter World showed itself, there was a sound that came up, and that sound was the Final Fantasy VII menu sound. Like whenever you hit triangle, it was like boing, and everybody was like, "Wait a minute, wasn't that Final Fantasy VII?" And like at first, I was like, "It's a PlayStation exclusive. Maybe they're just fucking using the sound for whatever." And then the showcase ends with Final Fantasy VII. This game has been in the making for a long fucking time, and it was being developed by one studio. Then Square Enix was like, "You know what? We don't like what you're doing here, so we're gonna take it back." So now they're re-revealing it. It still looks pretty similar from what we saw like over 3 years ago now. So I don't know.
At the reveal of the fucking PS4.
Yeah, it still looks very similar to that. Maybe some of the changes would be that it looks a little bit less like it looks like a combination of Final Fantasy 15's combat uh and the more slower pace like turn-based combat of uh Final Fantasies before that. We'll see if that's actually what it is. I don't
I
know.
have no fucking clue. Like I literally have no connection to this game whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, with Final Fantasy 15, I can tell you one thing. I wasn't a fan of it, and this is like, there's a lot of people who
That's the newest one, right?
yeah,
The open
15,
worldish one
yeah, 15's the newest one. No, yeah, like you said, the open
where you're
world.
driving around in a car being fuckboys.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was not a fan, and then when the combat came, I was like, I could not really. I didn't love the combat at all, and then like the game itself didn't really tell an intriguing story either. Like it wasn't that great of a story. I only played it for about a good 5, 6 hours, but what I played there, I was like, eh. And then I got to a point in the game where I started fishing, and I was like, this is the best fucking part of this game. Just sitting here
Right?
and in this game. And then they made a VR game just about that, and that is a pretty damn good VR game too.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play the games when they came out or anything, so it's like, hey, dude, that's cool. Like, you guys, whoever's excited, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, but
So you never
I have
played
no
the
connection.
original Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation 1?
I never played any of the Final Fantasies.
Wow. I've played
None of them.
I've played a good amount of them. I wouldn't
They
I never
never
played
like.
any of them before 7, but I've played most of them after 7, I would say.
They never like.
Besides the weird online ones they had, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know. The combat is where it's like, I don't know. I never really enjoyed the turn-based stuff. So like all those turn-based RPGs that people play, like
Not about them. You're not a Persona nerd either then, I'm guessing.
no, like I don't even know about that game. Like
Oh
that's
man.
off. I'm on another planet. Like that
Yeah.
game's over here, dude. Like I'm chilling on Mars at the planet that fucking motherfucker's over here on Uranus, chilling, or Pluto, like far away from me. I don't know. They just never
Or
caught my
Pluto. Not a
attention or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I feel you, man. There's certain games that I don't touch either, like real-time strategy games. I've never really been a fan of.
Yeah, they're okay, I guess. I mean, I'll play them, but I tend to get bored, you know?
Most MMOs, like, nah, I'm not
Yeah,
an MMO.
nah.
Even though, like, those games are slowly starting to pour into online games for us, like
Yeah, there's like
Division
hint.
2 isn't an MMO, but well, I haven't played Division 2 outside of the beta, but I've played Division, and you get those MMO, kind of light
What the
pace.
fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah. The show's called Drinking Games, everybody. So,
Right? So
we
don't
drink a
expect
lot.
us to be fucking coming up sharp and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't even remember what we were fucking talking about right now.
Oh,
The
just like
Division.
certain games that we just don't vibe with. You were talking about
Oh,
some
yeah, yeah,
strategy
yeah. I'd
games.
rather like if you're gonna play like a real-time strategy, dude, I don't know. I'd rather go play chess with somebody,
The ultimate real-time strategy game for sure.
right? Just fucking chess someone out real
Yeah,
quick.
it is dope to get that checkmate. And yeah, for sure. I remember there was this
But
one time in high school where we had like a game day in high school where like there was no teacher. Well, there was teacher.
oh, dude, and you can just play
It
video
was
games
like
and shit all day.
we were there at school. Well, it was mostly board games. I think there might, we could have went on the computer and played computer games. But
Hell
me
yeah.
and my one friend literally played chess until they kicked us out of the fucking school. They were like, bro, like school is, like if this was a real day of
They fucking
school,
turned.
school's been out for like 3 fucking hours now. Get the fuck out of here.
They did the move where like at 2 in the morning the bar turns on the fucking lights and everybody looks at each other like, oh my god,
It was
this is
pretty much
fucked.
that version, but in school. Yeah.
School, yeah, like get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, look at all you guys, you fucking look like animals.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. And that was, yeah, and some nerdy shit for sure.
And that's when you swoop the chessboard and fucking run away, dude.
I remember that day too because we weren't using just a regular chessboard. We were using it was a Pirates of the Caribbean themed
Oh, sick.
chessboard.
Sick.
So like all the pieces
I'm gonna
were
look for that.
Pirates of the Caribbean themed. It was pretty neat. Like
I've been looking for a chessboard.
yeah, that one was pretty cool because like some of the pieces were like I think like the
Skeletons and shit, dude.
yeah, there was like skeletons, and then there was like Davy Jones's ship, and like
Oh, what?
yeah, it was fucking dope.
I'm looking this up after we get out of here, man. Like, because I want to teach my kids that shit, dude. My
Yeah.
daughter's getting old enough to where I would think she could pick it up pretty good.
Yeah, man. And once those kids pick it up, and they'll probably like after a while they'll whoop everybody.
Start whooping me. I just fucking throw the chessboard on the ground. Get out of here! Go on, get!
I taught you this. You're not allowed to beat me at it too.
Right? I just fucking swipe it off the table.
Yeah.
Fuck you! It's like I'm yelling at my 10-year-old. Get the fuck out of my house! God, get out of here!
Get out of here! Get out of here! That's funny. Shit, dude. Jeez, every time we do an episode, E3 is just getting closer and fucking
closer and closer. Yep.
It's kind of scary, man. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Now that we know Final Fantasy VII Remake is a thing, I'm 1000% sure that that's gonna be shown off more. Since Square Enix took Sony's old spot, that's gonna be a big
for
thing
sure.
there.
They're gonna make a big ass deal about it. It's gonna be probably like most of the show, their show. I don't know. Kind of interested in what Xbox has to say. Fucking,
for sure, man.
They just acquired like a bunch of studios, so that's pretty cool.
Maybe they'll have some first looks at some of those studios and new games.
Yeah, maybe they got
Not.
I like that new Obsidian. I like that new Obsidian game that is coming out.
That looks awesome.
Like it's probably gonna. You said it's gonna be on every system, right?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
under a different publish. Like before they got acquired,
Someone else's
they
publisher.
already.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet they get some kind of exclusivity with that game or something, some kind of like in-game thing or
something like that.
Yeah, or some bullshit with that, like, because that game looks really fucking cool. Like, you know what game looks fucking awesome that I haven't heard a lot about is that weird, like, I forgot what it's called, but it's like that weird Russian BioShock looking fucking game. I don't know if it's the one Obsidian's making, but it looks fucking insane. It looks like some weird Russian BioShock.
The
fuck is it called? I haven't heard about it in a while.
Weird Russian BioShock game. I don't know. I couldn't tell you that off the top of my head what it what it is, but I'll definitely look into that.
Atomic Heart.
Atomic Heart. That name does sound familiar, for sure.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. Atomic Heart. It looks fucking crazy. I want to see like what's up with that game. We haven't heard shit in a minute.
Yeah, and then you have Ubisoft. If they are lying and saying that the Splinter
Yeah,
Cell
they're
game
just
is a
gonna show
joke,
that shit. Yeah, that's
then
gonna
they'll
be the
have
freaking
Splinter
E3.
Cell. Yeah, if Splinter Cell comes out and it's an open world badass game, Ubisoft probably wins
Oh, I'll lose
Game of
it.
Show, man, for sure.
Depending on what Microsoft shows, you never know. Like, they'll show something cool and then maybe it'll
Halo
never come to
Infinite would be
fruition.
great to see. I'd like to see more Halo Infinite. As a Yeah, I'm not a huge Halo fan, but I did love the trilogy, the first three. You know what I mean? I never really
Yeah,
played
those were great
out of
games.
the first three games. So if they come out and they're like, "Oh, Halo Infinite is this fucking badass thing," then I'll be hyped,
I,
dude, for sure.
I think Halo is too long in the tooth and they just need to, like,
Well, so is Gears of War. That's why I'm not really
yeah,
hyped about the next Gears of War either, because
they
it's
got their
been
little
on
cult
for a
followings.
while, dude.
Who
Gears of
cares
War.
about Gears of War now?
I played Gears of War 4 because it was on Game Pass, and I was like, wow, I'm so surprised by how much this game feels exactly like Gears of War 3. It's like they didn't
It
try to
feels the
do
same. It just looks better.
anything different. Like nothing different. It's the same exact game, but just a different story. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's
And
all it is. A
I
little
was
bit
like,
new characters,
yeah,
like
newer
some
characters.
new guns,
Yeah, but
but that's
other
it,
than
man.
that, it's like, it's the same fucking game. And that's why I'm scared of Gears 5. Like they're just gonna do the same thing. And from what they've been showing, it looks like Gears 4 again. So I'm not really hyped on that.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, definitely not. I want to see what's new, man. Like, I hope they do something with that Obsidian game. I hope they do something like just. I want to see something cool, man. I feel so bad for them. Like I said, I don't know, I said this a couple times ago or something. Like, I feel bad for them. They got the shit kicked out of them. Like,
yeah,
I'd like to see something cool, like their fucking God of War or their Spider-Man or their, like, they need something like that. Their Last of Us, because Sony is just. I I have a PS4 just because of those games, dude, that I just
yeah,
named off.
yeah, exactly.
That's that's why I have it.
They have that other new studio too that they fund like
The
the
ones
main
that
guy that they funded I forget the name that they're calling it right now,
it's just
but it's set. Their offices are set up right by Naughty Dog's office, which is pretty bold of a move. So we'll
yeah. I
see if
don't know.
maybe
They need
that
to they need to
studio
really
does
fucking.
something. I don't know. Like,
They'll probably. You think they'll probably talk about the next Xbox, like
yeah.
sneak preview? I could see it right now. Next Xbox. Like, you know how every
Well,
fucking
even
conference they have is.
what was it, like two E3s ago, where they were like Xbox Scorpion, which was the Xbox One X or whatever.
Yeah,
And they were talking about how badass the Scorpion was, and they were like, Xbox always seems to not be as hush hush as Sony is with their their next console. You know what I mean? Especially this time around.
yeah.
So like, like, obviously PlayStation had the PS4 Pro,
Well,
was underwhelming of a conference to say the least. It's like pretty much everything the
I
Xbox
mean,
One S does is what the PS4 Pro does. I mean, if you really want to break everything
if
down.
I don't know, I think as far as us as consumers, we're getting smarter, so we know what's coming.
Yeah. And I
The
feel like
people who kind of even like aren't into video games kind of know, like, now it's getting to the point where just everything's going to work with everything. Like the consumer, you're going to go in and somebody's going to be like, what's the cheapest one that I can buy, right?
Yeah.
That's going to play everything.
Which blows my mind with the whole Xbox One S all digital edition.
Yeah, stupid. They should
And
have made
it's
that
like
$99
you
and
can
just gave them
totally
away.
find an Xbox One S regular version that's a 1 terabyte hard drive.
$150.
Yeah, for less than what they're selling the fucking all digital edition. And this is on like
$100 less.
Amazon. You know what I mean? Like it's like, what are you doing? I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
don't
what
know.
they were thinking about that. That was dumb. That should have been either 99 or 149 for sure.
Yeah,
149 at the most.
at the most, man. $99. I would have bought one just cause, man. Like,
Yeah, me too, because my Xbox is kind of faulty anyways. Every time I play it for
right?
like over an hour and a half, it wants to shut off. It's a
Put a
weird.
fan on it.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. See what happens. But still, it's not the most ideal thing to do. You know what I mean? It just.
Yeah.
But I bought that off of a buddy for $40, so I can't complain that much.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
Beggars can't be choosers on that. Who do you think, like, Square Enix is a big one, man. Like, they're obviously going to do Final Fantasy VII. Did the only new DLC of Final Fantasy 15 come out? Like, I know they canceled the other 3 DLC, but they're like, this one's still coming out. Did that new one come out? I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Yeah, I don't know.
To 15 that much. Maybe they'll show that off more. Ubisoft would also be interesting if they actually show off more of Beyond Good and Evil. I'm sure they probably have something working over there with Beyond Good and Evil. That game still looks so fucking early, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't even worry about it.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have a whole, before E3 predictions episode the closer.
Yeah, we got like a couple weeks. I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably about, what, 3-4 weeks away, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, like 4 weeks. Yeah.
You know,
All right.
EA is doing their thing, so who knows? I might even like try to go out there during the conference and like fucking sneak in, dude. I probably could sneak into that place so easily.
Hell yeah. They're not doing Long Shot 3, which I was kind of surprised by, because the last 2 Madden games they had, Long Shot, and then they had, Long Shot 2 with Madden 2019, and they're not doing Long Shot 3 with this one, but they're still doing some sort of campaign called QB1 or something like that. I don't know.
Where you're the quarterback.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's kind of unfortunate because I really liked the characters that they like set up in Long Shot and Long Shot 2, and it's like I feel like they could have went somewhere if they did a Long Shot 3, but maybe they just didn't feel so hot on it, and they're doing some, they're doing a less produced
thing.
game.
Maybe not many people played it.
Yeah, probably not. Which is a shame because I feel like if you
Dude, I mean, let's be real. I don't think people are coming to Madden for the campaign.
Which is a shame because even though the campaign is, like the actual gameplay of the campaign of Madden 18 and Madden 19, the actual gameplay of it is shit. The actual story that happens in between that gameplay is really fucking good. You know,
Champion that shit, dude.
yeah, I will. It's good, but
Yeah.
it's just it had a it felt very mini gamey at times with the campaign. When the story wasn't happening, and I don't know. I really liked the one they came out with Madden 19 because it really painted a picture of the first one is about the two friends and they're trying to get into the NFL through the combine, and then the second
I have
one,
no clue, dude. I can't believe you know this much about like Madden story history.
yeah,
This is fucking insane, dude.
and then Long Shot 2, the one friend who was the character you played as in the first game, he goes off to play in an NFL team, and your other friend didn't make
Becomes a
it.
gang member.
No, he didn't make it.
Oh,
And he like tries his luck with the music scene, and then he fucking I don't know. There's this whole
becomes a
thing.
rapper and a gang member and fucking starts shooting
No,
people and shit.
no, because it's one black
Then
guy,
you gotta
and
bail
one
him out.
and obviously the one white guy didn't make it. The one black guy made it. Uh, Not obviously, I guess, but still, that's how they did it. And
I still can't believe you know all this.
yeah,
You actually played through that shit?
both long shot campaigns, yes. Uh, and what the fuck happens in the second one? Oh, he actually gets into a training team with the Dolphins at one point. The
Yeah, Dolphins,
the other
baby.
the other guy does, and then he gets let go, and then
Aw.
like some
The
shit
Dolphins
happens.
didn't even want him?
Yeah, the Dolphins didn't even want. Some shit happens at his high school with his old high school coach, and he ends up finding out that he's actually a better coach than he is a player. Blah blah blah. That's like his whole story. The
Blippity
one
blop.
yeah. I won't say much more about it.
You don't want to you don't want to spoil it for all the people that are gonna play it.
Nobody's gonna play that shit.
You're a madman, Brian. You're a fucking madman, dude.
I have
That's
a lot
awesome.
of useless knowledge up here, man. I have
You're a fucking madman, dude.
I'm pretty much the encyclopedia for any Metal Gear game you want to fucking know about. Is
Well,
up
obviously in Madden,
here. And
the history of the Madden campaign.
the last two Madden campaigns, I know most of
I
what
didn't even know they had a fucking campaign, and you know everything about it.
happened.
That's the insane part.
Yeah,
Holy
good
shit.
campaign, and they had good actors in it too. But anyways, I think we should go ahead and wrap this up. Uh, I know you want to probably get back into Rage 2. And
Yeah, fucking Overwatch is calling my name, actually.
oh hell yeah,
I had a fucking horrible time the last couple nights. I stayed up till like 3 in the morning.
losing.
Really not good. Yeah, I was just
Mm.
losing the whole night. So I don't think I'm gonna play in the middle of the night anymore.
Probably not the best thing, especially if it affects your score, I guess.
Yeah, I lost like 400 SR, which is, if you know anything, it's like 4 days of fucking playing, dude.
I think that's what Firewall's fixing to do. Because they said there's like these different weekly. I don't know how they fucking said it. There's gonna be like new progression systems in it, is what they said, and that's coming out the 21st. So we'll see how that works. But
Yep.
anyways, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this, like it, subscribe. You can follow James on Mixer.
Yeah,
Gamer
Mixer
Genji.
undercover. Undercover Jamesy.
Undercover Jamesy. Okay.
Without the E and under. Just, yeah.
All right. And have a nice night, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.